Check these out, watch.
No, mommy.
I think there's like, I think this one keeps going. Hold on. Oh no, this one? No, one of these keeps going. Oh yeah, this one. You let it go. Welcome to SpawkTalk. My name is Spawk, and I'm here with
Juan.
He's a journeyman as of the other day.
I became a journeyman.
He became a journeyman.
Just for a little bit, then I got canceled.
Yeah. Then they told him that there's no more journeying to be done. But
you've reached the end of the journey.
yeah. But also, you quit your job because you were about to become
a journeyman.
Yeah,
man. Just fighting with life over here. Can't make up its mind.
That's gotta be exciting.
Yeah, just along for the ride, bro.
Yeah. But shit, since we have this thing on, so who are you and where are you from?
That's a good question, bro.
That's like the standard. I own a podcast now. What do I ask?
Right. All right. Who am I? I'm Juan Paniagua. No, Mexican kid from Michoacan. Just making that out in the U.S., bro.
How long have you been out here?
In
Arizona, or in the United States?
Well, United States my whole life. Pretty much when I was a kid. Like 3 months old.
Oh, okay.
Then I lived out there for school, 5th grade, and smaller grades, 5th, 6th, or something like that. Then we moved back to Cali, and I was there for my whole life, pretty much.
Oh shit! What part of Cali?
Ontario.
Oh, you're from Ontario,
California, not Ontario, Canada.
Yeah. I went to Ontario for a while, like a few times. I had a friend out there, and we used to go to Ontario Mills.
Yeah.
And we used to go check out. They had a gigantic guitar center, and that's when I was really into music. So I used to go.
Yeah, I used to go to the guitar center a lot. I bought a guitar from there, a bass guitar. I was in a rock band in my high school years with my manager from Wendy's, bro.
Really?
Yes. And I played the bass, and I always wanted to play the guitar. And he's like, "Hey man, let's start a band. You're gonna be the bassist." And I'm like, "I've never fucking touched the bass." And he's like, "It's the easiest thing to learn. I'll teach you." So he taught me, bro. He taught me how to just fuck with it.
And we're about to hear a little bit right now.
Yeah. I sold that to that company years ago, bro. That sound. That clip.
That was a clip of Juan playing the bass for Zoom. Is that what this is called? Zoom? Yeah, I got a little Zoom transport podcast recorder.
Yeah, I sold that clip long before podcasts. But yeah, I went to that guitar center, bro, and I bought a bass guitar.
That's freaking cool.
That pack with the
it was like the whole kit.
Yeah, the whole kit, right?
It was
I was excited, bro. My boy Nick's like, "Bro, we're gonna kill it."
Is that what his name was?
Nick.
That was the manager?
Yeah, that was my manager. Skinny white kid. Fucking crazy white kid.
And he was the guitarist?
Yeah, he was a guitar, and he was good.
Who was singing?
A lot of rock.
No, but who was the singer? Was he singing too? Oh, no, shit.
Yeah, he was good at it. But, so anyway, I bought that guitar center, bro. I bought that, went home, excited as fuck, on a different cloud. And my mom knocked me off that cloud real quick.
Oh, what happened?
And she's like, well, it was my money, I started working at Wendy's, so I'm like, I'm gonna go buy myself some shit. Bro, hell no. I got home. She's like, muchacho pendejo. Why are you buying all that shit? She made me take that shit back.
What?
Yeah,
really?
She's like, you taking that back? You gotta bring money and, use it for better stuff. So, she bullied me, bro. She's like, take that shit back. I took that shit back, and I was embarrassed the next day. My boy's like, hey, man, we're going to go practice, pull up with the fucking thing. I'm going to show you how to set it all up. And I'm like, man, that shit didn't work, bro. And then they're like, what? He's like, that shit didn't work, bro. Like, I tried to plug it in. There was no noise coming in. I went to Guitar Center so they can teach me. That fool was being a dick, and I got mad. And I'm like, here, just give me my money back. And I took it back, and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I said, yeah, bro, I don't have that thing anymore. I took it back. And he's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what happened?
We're starting a fucking band.
Yeah, I'm like, what happened, bro? And I never told him. We just never.
So it's still to this day, he thinks that there was just, you just got mad?
An electric. I told him there was something electrically wrong with the
guitar.
Not the guitar. What is that fucking
Oh, with the amp.
Amp. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the amp wasn't working, bro, and I'm not gonna waste my money and shit doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, bro, it doesn't make sense what you're telling me. Because he knows about stuff, he knew about all that shit. And no, bro, that doesn't make any sense, bro. Like,
He knew you were lying.
yeah, bro. And like he never knew probably that my mom fucking.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, you fucking
He
idiot.
knew you
Take
lied
that
to him,
shit
though.
back, bro. What the
Did he see it at one point at all? Did he know you bought it?
Yeah, he was there with me.
Oh, he was there when you bought it?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
shit.
he knew I had it, bro. He knew, like, oh, it was set. We were made plans.
That's fucking cool, though.
We made plans, bro. And we had some other guy that worked there. He was a drummer. And so we had it all set up.
Oh, wow.
And then that didn't happen, bro. My mom to this day, she apologized. She's like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, that's fucked up.
No way, still.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
no,
shit.
she's like, damn, I was a dick.
Yeah,
And I'm
because
like, yeah, mom, you did what you had to do. I ain't mad at you.
I don't look at that like a dumb purchase at all. Like,
Definitely not. It definitely wasn't, bro. And now she sees that, but
Yeah.
what can you do now,
It's because I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's something that she wouldn't have bought. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something that she saw that was productive for you, that she saw, you could.
It's definitely something that she didn't see productive. Maybe something that she wouldn't have bought, but I think it was more just that Mexican mentality, bro.
Yeah.
That
Like, save your money? Like, or.
not only just save your money, but like go put your time into like work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Labor.
Yeah.
Like I told her when I was growing up, she asked me one time, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And I told her I want to make cartoons.
Oh, really?
She's like, I want to draw cartoons. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I just want to sit there and draw a bunch of cartoons. That would be cool. She's like, bro, that sounds like an office job. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I just want to make cartoons. I don't know how to make them.
Yeah.
So I've always been intrigued on how they draw cartoons and then they make it into a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie machine. I've never seen how it's done. I've always been intrigued. I like to draw and I want to make cartoons. She's like, that's a girl's job.
No way.
It's like, that's an office job, mijo. Like, that's not what the fuck we do. She's like, you're a Mexican. You got to go find a construction job, something with your hands, somewhere you're going to go put in work. She's like, you're not going to go sit in an office and draw cartoons. Like, what the? Mijo, es pendejo, no. Tú vas a trabajar como tu papá, mijo. And it was that mentality where it's like, you're here to work. You're not here to follow dreams. You're here to work.
Yeah, I think about it now. Like, it's crazy too because like my family was the same way. They looked at me like my art and shit like that. Like it was just, for fun. It was just a hobby. Like,
yeah, like they wouldn't. Well, that was my mom. My dad's always been an artist, so he was into, sign painting, and that's what he made a living out of.
Yeah.
But even to this day, I don't think he understands he's an artist.
Yeah,
he just works.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is a lot of sign painters back in the day, not just your dad or like just Mexicans in general, but I think a lot of sign painters too. They didn't like calling themselves artists either. They were craftsmen. Like it was a craft. It was a job. It was work. A lot of the old school sign painters that I meet, I think they have that mentality. Now, of course, nowadays, especially, over the years, the way shit has changed, it's not like that no more. But I think a lot of them did think it was a job.
It's just a job.
Yeah.
I mean, even myself right now, bro, I don't consider myself an artist.
Yeah.
Like, I know I do art, you know what I mean? But I consider muralists, graffiti artists.
Yeah.
I consider them artists. Making straight letters on a line is art. Trust me, it's hard work.
Yeah.
But I don't see it. I don't consider myself. People are like, oh, you're an artist. I'll be like, it feels weird to be like, yeah, I'm an artist. It sounds like douchey.
Yeah.
It sounds like,
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, let me see your art. And it's just a bunch of letters. And
yeah,
like,
it's a bunch of signs.
Yeah, they're waiting for like, where's
they're looking
art?
for like
like
a painting,
Yeah, like a bird or a fucking logo or a scenery or some shit. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, okay. it's still art.
Well, I've always had that. My whole life, I've been into letters since I was a baby. But I've always had that issue with people when they see what I do. They've never really respected it because they think it's easy. They think it's nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just letters. Until you know,
That's just not easy.
until they try it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, this is actually.
And then you got to remember too, most of the signs, um, if you want to draw a straight line, like right now, I challenge you, draw an A,
Yeah,
a block A, and try to make it straight, the line straight,
yeah, it's
and
tough.
try to make them even. Try to
Mhm.
make the left side look exactly like the right side.
Yeah,
It's not easy, right?
It's
You'll
not.
struggle to do it on a piece of paper with a pen.
yeah,
Okay, now imagine you're on a ladder, painting on a brick wall
yeah.
with all kinds of fucking holes and little bricks and little rocks.
And the
that you-
wind.
and the wind, and that you gotta fit, and the brush, and you gotta make the straight lines. So
Yeah.
fuck that, it's a brick wall.
Yeah.
It still has to look straight,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you have trouble making that straight line with a pen that
Yeah.
you're used to fucking with a pen. Everybody, pencil, pen, you grow up in school with that,
Yeah.
right? If you hard time doing that, imagine doing. So it's not easy.
Yeah. No, it's not easy.
You need some type of.
I think over the years too. I mean, I've been doing it for over 10 years now. I've been painting letters, like for money. And I've noticed over the years more and more people are respecting it more. And they're understanding that it's an art form. They're understanding that it's tough. But at the same time, there's always going to be those people that don't understand it and will not want to understand it. They're just like, whatever. We're bombarded by lettering and signage every
Everywhere.
single day, everywhere we go.
Yeah, everywhere.
And
It's
a lot
never gonna stop.
nope. So I mean, it's the way that it's done. There's millions of ways to do it, but the way that we do it is definitely, it's a craft. It's an art form. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just work, but it's more. It's like sign painters. We're your first line of defense.
Mm-hmm.
We're creating an image for you.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's driving by at 45, 35 miles an hour, you want to capture their attention
Yeah.
instantly. Enough to where they either turn around or they remember you next time. They'll be like, oh, I'm going to slow down and stop here next time.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
We set you apart. We make you stand out. We capture that attention. We are your first impression.
Yeah.
Because of us, you're gonna get that business that you're not getting. Because if you already have a customer that knows about you, or a customer that comes to your store, or they sends you customers, that's great. But that's not what a sign's chasing.
Yeah.
A sign's chasing new business. A sign's chasing something, letting somebody know that didn't know that you were there.
Yeah.
You're there. You know what I mean? And then you get that opportunity. So all we're doing is creating opportunity for you through our art.
And that's where it has to be, that's where a lot of the rules come in. Like, it has to be legible, it has to be bold, it has to be the color scheme has to be right.
Yeah, all that color theory.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about colors and stuff, but it's like there's colors that spark certain stuff.
Yeah.
Like, like yellow, red, they make you hungry.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of
And
restaurants
green,
use
yellow, red, green. Yeah.
So there's stuff like that we gotta, that I didn't even know that we had to know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that. To me, it's just
You don't have to, but it will help the business, and in turn, it will help you as well, because people are gonna see that your signs stand out. Your signs cause an emotion. I think that's what they call it. It's
Yeah.
an emotion. So, like, whether it makes you hungry or it makes you mad or it makes you happy, like, the color has a lot to do with that.
Oh yeah, and yeah, definitely, the color is important, and understanding that, because you don't want to paint. I have customers that want to use like crazy fluorescent colors in certain parts or certain walls. I'm like, bro, it's not gonna look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
fluorescent colors also in Arizona, they don't last because the sun eats them first. So
Yeah, I had a customer in Cali though. He painted his whole building fluorescent green, and then he painted the signs in fluorescent purple. with fluorescent pink. I'm like, bro, that looks ugly.
Yeah,
Like I know you're trying to get attention, but that's fucked up.
you can't even read it though.
No, yeah, and then it just faded
Mm-hmm.
in the first 2 months.
Yeah.
It's like gone. Everything's gone.
Oh, it'll be
Who
gone.
told you, bro? This is a dumb thing. But at the same time, we're artists. We're also customer service.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta. For the most part, I try to take creative freedom
Mm-hmm.
on my signs. But if they have a certain logo or certain colors that the company are, they mostly want to use it, and you're stuck.
Yeah.
You're stuck with what they have. You're stuck with, even though it doesn't make sense to you. You're like, I would not do that.
Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck, I'm screwed.
Yeah, and then it makes you not want to sign your work though. Like that's one issue that I have too when I'm doing work for somebody. If I'm 100% doing what they want and I know it's not something I would do, like I don't even want to sign it. I don't want anybody to know I did it. It doesn't feel like I put all the effort into it. Like it's just crap to me, So if I just do it for the money, cool, I'm making some money, but I don't like doing that.
No, I know what you mean. You know what's funny? I've never signed my work.
Oh yeah, well when it's a sign, just a sign too, like it's weird to sign it too,
Yeah, I've always wanted to though. I just
Yeah.
don't know if it's something that a customer would be like, "The fuck, bro? I paid you for it. Why are you putting your shit on there?"
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, you can discuss that with them at first too. Like, hey, can I put my signature at the end? Just to drum up some business for myself. Or a lot of times, what they'll tell you too is they want some. They're okay with like you leaving some business cards there.
Yeah.
So that helps too, because honestly, it's rare when I do a sign and somebody, after I'm done with while I'm painting it, I usually get work. Well, if I take my time and I'm doing something cool, I can probably get at least one other job out of it, while I'm doing it. But afterwards, there's not very many people that are gonna be like, "Oh shoot, who painted your sign? I want the same sign," Unless it's something that you wanted to do, you designed it, and you went all out. It's usually not gonna be something that people are looking at and like
they get wild. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can do like something like gold leaf on a window and something different that stands out, then yeah, people are gonna be like, "Whoa, like I've never seen this.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?"
Earlier, you mentioned how people are respecting the art more.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're correct, but I think it's not that people are seeing it different. I think it's just a new generation.
Yeah.
Like hipsters. Hipsters, I think, are more into that, and I think we're in a place where we all know history repeats itself.
Well, there's that whole thing where, like, I don't know. I heard somebody call it like the DIY era. Like right now, everybody respects handmade shit, and like people making everything by hand, and everybody wants to make everything by hand. Even fucking soap, like it's just soap.
Yeah,
You're taking,
everything.
what I'm saying? Everything, if it's handmade, people respect it, and they're like, oh, I'll pay more. So
Yeah,
a lot of that brought respect to the.
which is good.
Mhm.
But I also think here's what I think, and I've noticed in the sign business, because even though I wasn't in it, I grew up in it.
Yeah.
Right. And it was all sign painting before, obviously.
Yeah.
Even before my time, even before when I was a kid, when my dad didn't paint, it was a bunch of sign painting. Everything was done
By hand, yeah.
Then vinyl started coming out, which it just became cheaper.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody used vinyl because it's cheaper. So also, I'm sure that at that point, sign painting became the norm.
Yeah.
So vinyl probably was, you did something in vinyl when everybody's doing something in paint, you probably stood out a little bit more, right? Whereas like it was not as cool, it's not as artsy, but it's like, this is different.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
This is different. This is the new thing.
Well, it's cheaper and it was cleaner
cheaper,
and
right?
it looked perfect.
So what I think now is just like everything shifts back to what it used to be. I think now, and this is what I tell customers, you can do a generic vinyl sign. I can do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can make you a banner. I can make you any digital print. But that's now the norm.
Mm-hmm.
That's now the generic.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has that. You want to really stand out. you're gonna do some sign painting.
Yeah.
You're gonna do some hand painted stuff. That'll set you apart, right? As of before, it was vinyl that was kind of setting you apart. Now there's a full circle where it's like all this vinyl shit is separated or it's just worn the fuck out.
Yeah.
Everybody has that shit.
Plus, a lot of people know when you have vinyl, it's not gonna last. As it starts getting older, instead of looking cooler the way a sign would, like when it's hand painted,
Yeah,
the vinyl just starts literally cracking and looking like shit. Like it looks like shit. It looks like you don't care about your business.
exactly.
You know?
And then that's your presentation. That's your image.
Yeah.
And like
That's where it goes back to what we were talking about. How we're the first. You're the first impression.
Yeah, we're your first impression.
Yeah.
And I think we should get paid all the fucking money.
Yeah.
Like my services should not be negotiable.
Yep. No. Yeah.
Like
of course.
I'm bringing you most of your fucking, unless you have mad advertising and websites, and most of the time we do small businesses, they don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, bro, listen, I'm it. Like you gotta pay me all the money.
Yeah.
Because this is how you will survive.
And I don't let people, take my prices down. Like there was a time where I actually felt like people were like, if somebody wanted me to do it for cheaper, I felt like, oh shit, maybe I'm charging too much. And then I finished the job and I'm like, fuck, I didn't make no money off this job. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not worth it for me in the end. And they ended up with a badass sign and all this shit. And I didn't end up with nothing because, by the time I went and bought lunch and then put gas in my car, I drove home and I had no fucking money. And I'm like, damn, I just worked all day to fill up my gas tank and eat some food. Like this is not right. So now, like my prices, every year my prices were going up and up. And every time, like the way that I did it, this is like a little secret of mine. If I had a job to do and somebody hit me up and wanted me to paint another sign, I would tell them a high price, like a higher price, because I already have a job right now anyways. I'm doing something right now anyways. I'd tell them, look, I'm booked. I won't be able to fit you until next week, and this is the price. If it's something that I normally would have charged like $500 for, now I'm charging them $700, and I'm telling them they got to wait till next week. A lot of times, it's funny because people want it now. People want everything now.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they're like, well, can you fit me in this week? And I definitely could, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling them I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me see what I could do. I was like, and what I do is I tell them like, well, I need half down now.
Yeah.
And then I can probably try to fit you in Wednesday. But let me, I just got to make sure I get half down and let me work my schedule around it, and, move some things around. And next thing you know, the half that they're paying me is what I would have charged them in the first place for the whole thing, And it sounds like I'm being a jerk and shit right now, but I'm not charging that much. I wasn't charging that much at all. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody was paying me for a sign, they were still paying me less than what they would have paid for vinyl. And like I was busting my ass, And I mean now I know how to charge, and I'm more expensive, but back then, even when I was raising my prices, I was still cheaper than vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then they were still trying to pay you less when they know they already went and tried to get that shit in vinyl and was, not, was going to be too expensive. When I found out with like what like gold vinyl and like silver vinyl costs, I was like, damn, I'm not charging enough. Because I was doing like a gold leaf window with like real gold leaf, for $500, and you go to, get just some gold vinyl cut out and a sticker put up, you're gonna pay $500 just for the just for the sticker, and then you still have to pay them to come out and install it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I'm not charging enough, Signs are expensive, man.
Very.
Yeah.
And not only that, to make, to produce, to design, to install is the hardest part. The installing the sign or climbing to fucking paint the sign, it's not easy, man. And people think, like it's whatever.
If I have to be up on a ladder or scaffolds, I charge way too much. Like I know I'm charging way too much, but I honestly don't want to do it. If it's a sign that I have to be up there to paint it, I'm definitely gonna charge way more than what I would charge somebody that wants it on a wall that I can reach without climbing underneath it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And most of my work is up in the air.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I'm always on ladders,
I don't envy that at
which is
all.
crazy for me because I'm fucking mad scared of heights.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like heights, man.
Every time I'm painting up there, bro, like I'm focused on my lines, but my head is just like, oh, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't. Like my legs are just fucking shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun up there.
It's not. It's definitely not fun. I don't do it. I charge so much to the point where they're like, oh shit, never mind. I'm not gonna, hire
Yeah, but
this
that's because you're now a wanted artist, bro.
guy. I am.
You
I
know, like,
am.
yeah, I'm not there yet.
I'm wanted.
I'm not there yet. Yeah, I still gotta beg for business.
No, I mean, trust me. I fucking did all my begging and I got that shit out of my system. I hate begging now because
Yeah, because you've earned your shit, bro. I mean,
I-
it's completely understandable. You earn your keep.
yeah, I just felt like when I was begging for work, that's when I was getting ripped off the most.
Yeah, it's also the type of customers that you like me. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I want money and I work for money, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really just more like I'll make money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I will. I'm confident that my work will make me money.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to stick with the smaller clientele,
Yeah.
small business.
Yeah.
I have a lot of customers that are big that will pay me. You know what I mean? And when I sold cars for 15 years. I always like to. Everybody wanted to make a lot of money on the customers, on every customer. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this $4,000 or $5,000 on a customer, gross, not what they take home." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they make a certain amount every customer. The way I saw it is, all I need to do is sell 10 small customers. Like, not even I'm gonna make 4,000. I can even lose money on them,
Yeah.
because I don't really get paid. That's not how you get paid in the car business.
Mm-hmm.
You get paid on volume. The more you sell, the more bonuses you make.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I made $5,000 on this car. I made $1,000, $2,000. No, I'm gonna probably get paid like $300-$400 on that car.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool, right?
Yeah.
It's whatever. But you try to do that on every customer, you're gonna fuck yourself because you're not gonna make that much money on every customer.
Yeah.
So then what I figured is I'm gonna sell 10 customers that I can fucking lose all the money.
Yeah.
I can. The managers wouldn't allow a lot to lose, but I'm not gonna make money. I'm gonna make $400, $500 gross,
Mm-hmm.
which in turn we would get what's called a mini. You get $250 no matter what on that sale. So I'm like, bet I can do that. But I always made sure that I got at least 2 or 3 big customers,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna chase big deals and every deal. I'm gonna get my 10 that'll put me on volume bonuses, and then I'm gonna get my 3 big ones that'll give me some extra money, and then hopefully that's how I do it. So that's kind of how I see.
That sounds like a lot to do to me because I've never sold cars in my life. So I'm
no,
like,
yeah,
damn.
but now
trying to
it's kind
sell.
of like I see that with signs. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna make money on signs, but I'm gonna try to help 10 small businesses, and then I'm gonna make some of the money because I'm still gonna make money.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lose money. There's
Yeah.
no way you can lose money, right? I mean, you're not gonna make as much.
Yeah.
But if when you're making a sign, unless you're really fucking yourself, you're not gonna lose money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna make some money,
Yeah.
right? The goal for us is to try to make the most
Yeah.
out of your art because we're selling our piece of ourselves, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But again, I will try to help out like Mexican small businesses, black small businesses, any small business. If they're starting,
Mm-hmm.
I won't make as much money, but then I'll go to like a bigger business. Like I've done business for Toyota, or I've done businesses for other bigger companies where I'm like, well, I'm gonna make all my money on this motherfucker, and then because I'm already making money, regardless of what, anything that I make above my normal with the bigger customer is gonna cover what
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't lose on the smaller customers, but it's gonna cover what I should have made if they were bigger. So now my whole mentality is help these 10 small businesses, and hopefully we can get them proper enough so they can build and grow, and I just become their sign guy.
Yeah.
It's just like every sign they need, they'll come to me.
That would be cool, yeah.
Because it's I offer every sign.
And that's where you gotta like also where it's funny because when I was doing it, people were like, "Damn, you do too much," you know. But I was literally doing the graphic design, so I'd design their logo. I'd tell them like, "Hey, I can paint I can paint it on your wall. Hey, if you want it cut out of vinyl, I can cut out of the vinyl. If you want business cards, if you want anything, I actually signed up for an account with basically it would be like a drop shipping account with a printer, so they can print on anything, and I can sell it for whatever I want, and then I go and order it from that company for cheaper, and then they will drop ship it to my customer. So if my customer gets a branding package, which would include like their logo, business cards, and whatever else that they wanted to throw in there, like a sign or a banner or whatever, I'd find out what it's gonna cost me to make all that. I'd double it, charge them that, and then I'd order it from that company and have them drop it, ship it to them with no return address, like it came from me.
Okay.
And it's cool. It was a cool little gig, but
what is that? What are those companies called?
They're just dropship companies, but the one that I was using was 4over.
Yeah, I'm trying to look into stuff like that. But
it's a print company though. That's all they do. They don't do like they don't make merch and shit.
I see.
They don't make merch or anything. They
like
just
flyers, business cards,
yeah,
stationery shit.
Yeah, exactly. Anything business related, for promotional use. So like you said, flyers, banners, the tents, those pop-up tents, anything that a business would need for promotion, they can make it all. And if I if I design your logo and I tell you I can get you all this stuff, you tell me what you want, I'll give you a bundle price, and then it'll be shipped like all together to your business, and then I find out what I'm gonna pay for it, charge double, and then have it shipped to them, and then I charge. Still on top of that, I charge for the logo.
Yeah,
So it was cool, except it was one of those things where you have to have a clientele already to be able to live off of it. You have to be able to have constant work.
Oh, constant. Or be really good at hibernating. Be a fucking bear.
Yeah.
And just save for when winter comes. You just. Yeah. But that is not easy.
Bills, man. Bills.
Man.
I can do it if I didn't have bills.
Yeah, or we can do it if everybody paid us, so we should be paid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like not losing money here.
Check out these headphones. I just found out the other day. Somebody was like, "What the fuck is all that shit on your head?" So I bought these headphones when I used to make music. This was for in my studio, like, and I just realized they're falling apart.
Yeah, you have a bunch of black shit on your head. Yeah, I was here the other day when somebody was telling you, though, you have black stuff on your head.
Oh, that was that you?
Where the fuck did it come from?
I just realized it.
No, it wasn't me, but I was here.
Yeah. So there it is. That's where.
And now you just now figured it out.
Right now I figured it out because my head was itching and I went to scratch it and then I felt something, so I was like, "Oh shit, that's where it is." And I look like a Ninja Turtle with the spots.
You need to throw. Oh, you like. What's that? That black guy that does this. Fuck. What's that old actor who has like a narrator voice?
Oh.
And he has the black dots on his face.
Yeah, I know. It's I don't remember his name. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, these mics are sick, bro.
Yeah, it's not a bad bro,
deal. I feel like we should have fucking recorded this, bro. This would have been a sick ass podcast. Was you recording it?
I recorded the whole thing. Yeah. So, this is SpawkTalk. Thank you guys for tuning in.
This is Juan signing off. Thank you.
Today I talked to Juan about sign painting. And
pay us, people.
Catch the next podcast where I'll be interviewing Vanilla Ice about ice sculptures.
Ice.
But all right, guys, that was pretty cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you later.
Have a good day. Pause vibes.